las fallas que estamos viendo el día de hoy. Entonces, demos inicio ahí a la conferencia, a la charla a través del ingeniero Edis.
Buenos días. Thanks for the introduction. It's very nice. If I draw a little bit, it's because I'm from Texas. And I'm proud of it. I will talk a bit today about soil stabilization. And we can also use it for hazardous waste. And the reason I bring this up is because we clean up a lot of brownfields and a lot of areas that's been contaminated with like PCBs and that sort of thing. So you can see that we can meet all of the requirements basically as the Environmental Protection Agency provides. One of the first reasons that we started to do this is because of roads like this. Stabilization can also be used on airport runways and taxiways, intermodal terminals, all of the three important roads, which is low volume, medium volume, and high volume. And basically to do this, we run into many different types of soils. If you're familiar with the soil classification chart, we have the capability to stabilize all of the soils on the chart. Except the very last one, which is AA. And it is peat. And that's what they burn to make Scotch whiskey. That's what gives the taste of Scotch whiskey. We could stabilize it, but it's economically not feasible. Okay. Now, we have developed, and there is a paper written on it, a procedure or method, and the materials that need to be used in order to perform proper soil stabilization. And every job that we have is site-specific. In other words, what it boils down to, each time we take a job, one of the first things that we do is to have our engineer, Mr. Octavio, to go down and take samples of the soil. When we get the samples, he brings them back to the lab and he runs a protocol of testing in accordance with ASTM. ASTM. And that protocol includes a mechanical analysis. Okay. It also includes a Proctor study. It also includes an Atterberg's limit. we want to know what the
Hay
label.
límites de área, pues.
Okay. Then when that is done,
Cuando
he'll
ya eso está
start
terminado,
a series
empezamos a hacer unas series
of
de
trial mixes,
mezclas diferentes.
and what we'll do is
Lo que
to
hacemos
change
es que cambiamos
the properties
las
and the
propiedades,
characteristics
las
of the soil
características del suelo
that we have learned
que ya
about
hemos aprendido
and treat it
y lo tratamos
chemically
químicamente
with an additive
con un aditivo
that will give us
que nos daría
4 important
cuatro
things:
importantes cosas.
flexibility,
Flexibilidad,
non-cracking,
que no se quiebre,
high unconfined compressibility,
Compresión
Compresión y
alta,
confinado.
compresión y confinado.
and CBR.
CBR.
And we do the CBRS in the field with a dynamic cone
Y hacemos
penetrometer.
con los conos.
El penetrómetro no puede.
It's part of our quality
Es
control.
parte de nuestro control y nuestra calidad.
This is a chart,
Tenemos una tabla.
and this is a certain amount
Es
of
una
clay soil
cantidad de barro y de suelo
passing the number 200 seal.
pasando los
También 200.
Yeah, it's very,
No
very
solo
fine.
solo una cantidad de pasa, también 200, menor del 25%.
It's so fine that 1 gram of it has a surface area of something like 700 square yards. And it is difficult to deal with at best if you use mechanical stabilization, or if you were to build a road
trabajar esos suelos usando
with
estabilización
this
mecánica
using conventional
usando
methods.
un método convencional.
Okay? And if you've got a PI of 20
Un PI de 20
or less than
o
20,
menos de 20,
these are the additives that
estos
are
son los
suggested to
aditivos
be
que
used.
tienen que usar.
If you have higher than
Si tienen
20,
más que 20,
these are the materials that we
estos son
put
los
in
materiales que añadimos
basically
basados
to create
para crear
the hydrates
la hidratación
with the minerals that
con los
are in the
minerales
clay
que contiene
in
el
order,
barro
in order to polymerize it
para poder añadir el polímero
with a polymeric catalyst,
con un polímero catalizador.
which in this case
En
is
este
known
caso
as
sería
base seal.
como se llama base seal.
And these people
Y estas personas
are dealers for this particular
son los
material.
encargados de mostrar este material.
Mhm. On the other hand, if you
Al otro
have
lado
greater than
tenemos
20,
más del 25%,
these are the ones that we
estos
use.
serían los cuales usaríamos.
This has been done in the lab
Esto ha sido
as far as
evaluado
the
en el
research is
aeropuerto, en el
concerned.
laboratorio,
It also has been done in the field
y también se ha hecho realidad en
Where
el
we have
territorio.
approximately
Y hemos
13
tenido
miles,
más o menos
12, 13 miles
aproximadamente de 12 a
of
13 millas
roadway that we use for performance study.
que hemos realizado diferentes estudios.
This was developed by Mark
Esto fue desarrollado
Orlando.
por el señor
He's one
Mark
of our
Orlando,
engineers at DOT in Austin.
ingenieros más importantes de Houston.
Okay?
Una aclaración online es cal.
And it can be either oxide or hydroxide.
Puede ser cal viva o cal.
And one of the reasons,
Una de
there are
las
two
razones
reasons that we use this bulk material.
se llama material.
Number one, if the soil is too wet
Si el suelo está muy húmedo
and you can't work
y no pueden trabajar
using the conventional method,
usando el método convencional,
we can work.
nosotros podemos
Because we
trabajar
can
sin
adjust
problema.
the humidity
Porque podemos ajustar la humedad
by the use of lime,
usando la cal,
which has an affinity for water
que tiene una afinidad con el agua,
and dries the soil
y
back.
seca el suelo.
The base seal and moisture that we put into the soil
Base seal, el aditivo que le ponemos al territorio,
is mixed with water
es mezclado con agua.
and it's injected in the
se
roadway
inyecta en la carretera
by a computerized pump
por medio de una pompa que está computarizada,
that fits on the machine,
que se agrega en la máquina,
that pulverizes the roadway
que lo riega alrededor de toda la carretera
and creates the homogeneity,
y crea ruido.
makes blend all
Sí,
at one time.
que le presta a Paula el programa en español.
Lime is a simple
Para que Paula le haga más fácil.
additive,
Es un aditivo simple.
and you'll see that it's
Ustedes
a
se van a ver
compound
que es un componente
when compared to the other
cuando lo comparamos
three
con,
that we'll talk about.
con los otros elementos de los que estamos a mencionar.
It's very easy to use
Es muy fácil de usar
and not expensive.
y es muy económico.